everybody, it's Stacie Duffy here from the Berkshire Group, your Denver Metro real estate resource. And what I want to talk about today was how to buy a house when you have a house to sell. It can be very stressful and very time consuming to try to figure out the best way to logistically do that. And there are a few options for sure. One that I would say is the most common is a conditional sale. So essentially that means you put an offer on a place and that offer is conditional upon the sale of your current home. There are pluses and minuses to that. Minuses are it's a big risk for the property owner of the property you want to buy to take on. They're essentially taking on your risk of selling your home. Depending on the market, that may or may not work. But that's, I would say, the more traditional way of doing it. And then you can always ask for like a 30 or 60 day rent back. So when you have your property on the market, you can go find something else. That's how I would recommend doing that. Get your property cleaned up, photographed and on the market and get an offer on your property before you go do that with somebody else, because then there's less risk down the line for that other property owner. But anyway, so that's one way. Two other ways that a lot of people don't consider, and it is pretty dependent upon your financial situation, but most homeowners have better financial situations and more equity and more personal wealth than a lot of non-homeowners do, because you're investing in yourself every month. So if you're able to do this, two other things that I would recommend doing, or two different ways to do it. One is to buy the property you want to move into as an investment property. So essentially with the lender, it means you're going to have more money down. If you have the cash available, great. If not, we'll talk about another option in a minute. But if you have, 20% down, which is what a lot of lenders require for an investment property, then you can, buy the new house as an investment property, put 20% down, and as long as you can carry the debt of both loans until your house sells, that's another option, but you're not having to write a conditional sale. You can go out, buy what you want. To be honest, not a lot of people have that kind of cash sitting around, as well as, a property that they're living in. So if you don't have a 20% down payment for the next property sitting around the house, another thing to consider is a HELOC, or a home equity line of credit. So essentially, a lot of people do these to do remodeling and things like that, but you can use the equity you have in your house right now as the down payment for your next house before you sell the one you're in. So it's essentially working with a lender. Credit unions are great about this. They usually give a lot better rates on HELOCs, so definitely talk to your lender about that. But you can, take out a home equity line of credit. Let's say you have $80,000 of equity or more in your house, and you only need, $50,000 or $60,000 to go put a down payment on the new property. Then you can take out a line of credit against the current equity you have. That bank or credit union will give you that money as the down payment for the house you want to buy it, close the loan, great, then sell your house and you pay off the home equity line with the equity that you got out of closing. It's a good way to borrow essentially a large chunk of money to go do a down payment, with still getting a reasonable rate, and then you don't have to worry about the logistics of selling your house, buying a new one, all that timing going together. So those are just a couple other options. So either buying it as an investment property or getting a home equity line of credit or a HELOC as the down payment for your new property that you want to move into before selling your old one. So if you have any more questions on this, there's other options out there too, for sure. But those are just some more options than the conditional sale piece. If you have more questions, please feel free to leave a note down in the comments below or reach me directly. My contact information is on my website, and that link is also down below in the description. So thanks so much for the time. Hopefully this was helpful for y'all. And if you're ever looking to buy or sell in the Denver metro area, please give me a call. I'm always happy to help. Thanks so much and have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.